And now, here's your moderator, Ben Beck.
What's going on, New Jersey? How you guys enjoying the event so far? Right? All right, we're day one. It's about, 4:15. I actually do have a watch on. I wasn't looking at my sleeve. Day's almost over, but it's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time. Still got one more great panel we're going to bring to you guys. Before we do that, I got 3 guys waiting in the back who are anxious to come out, answer your questions, tell their stories. I have 2 questions to ask you guys first. And I need your reaction, your energy, to be so high that everybody out there who's not here is wondering what they're missing, and you give those guys chills waiting to come out. Can you do that for me? All right. First question, this is an easy one. How many of you guys are fans of Arrow? That's the energy I'm looking for. Question 2. You guys ready to meet my guests? All right, let's not waste any more time. Keep that noise going, keep the energy up for my guests. Mr. Kellum, Rick Gonzalez, and Josh Segara.
Hey! What happened to the music?
You guys like the music when you're coming out?
I like that.
I heard a rumor you guys like to dance, so that's one of the reasons why we put some of that music in there when you come out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Thank you for joining me out here.
Yes, thank you
for
for
having
having
us.
us. Yes, what's up, heroes and villains? Yeah.
How have these wonderful con-goers been treating you guys so far?
They're great. They're the best.
Horrible.
They're absolutely the best.
They treat me horrible.
What y'all do to Rick?
How about the city so far? I think, Echo, I know you were here last year for New York, New Jersey. I think Josh and Rick, this is your first time at Heroes and Villains New York, New Jersey. Not your first Heroes and Villains, but I think, are you two, correct me if I'm wrong, you two are relatively new to the con circuit, to the events?
Yes, yep, I am. This is my 3rd con. I did Portland and Nashville, and now happy to be here in my hometown of New York, New Jersey. Yeah. Love it.
How about you, Josh?
Same, yeah. Me and Rick kind of started doing these things at the same time. So for me, man, I'm just happy to be home in New York, New Jersey to say what's up to everybody. And it's cool to be up here with these boys, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm from Chicago.
You're always welcome in New York, New Jersey, though,
No,
so it doesn't
literally,
matter. It's
real talk,
everybody's
New York
home.
is my favorite city in the entire world. New York, New Jersey,
Yes.
every East Coast. Real talk.
You guys have any plans while you're here to actually head up into the city and maybe make a visit tonight or sometime over the week?
Absolutely. I got to see this Triple G Canelo fight tonight. So I'm hoping I get to see that, get to sneak away and watch that. There he is. There's a fight fan over there. There he is.
What are, you guys are, this is your hometown, New York. What are some of your favorite things to do when you're in the city, when you're back in New York City or anywhere in this general area?
I mean, eat. It's like New York
The
City
food
has
is
some of the
good.
best food in the world. So, if you're not eating, you're not living. Right? You gotta have good food.
They just opened at the ferry system, actually, which has been kind of cool for like $2.75. Take the ferry around the city. So if you need to go to the city and do something fun, do that. That's
a good
pretty
idea.
great. But nah, man, when Rick gets in town, it's like, all right, what we going to eat? So that's the same.
That's pretty much what we did in Vancouver, right?
That's
Like,
exactly
where are we going to
True,
eat?
yeah.
What about you, Echo? When you come to New York, is there anything in particular you have to do when you're here?
I always have to go to Broadway and watch a musical. Like, that's just my joint. Yeah, I saw for the second time last night Dear Evan Hansen. It's brilliant. Go see it if you get a chance. It's absolutely phenomenal. Ben Platt is a genius. It's great.
Nice. I know we do have a bunch of people already in line. If you don't already know, if you have any questions for any of the guests, you can gladly just step up in one of the lines behind the back, and we will get to your questions. And we'll start the audience questions shortly because there are a lot out there, so I don't want to take any time away from the audience. But one thing I'm very curious about, especially when it comes to these conventions, all three of you gentlemen, when it comes to Arrow, your costumes are fantastic. So personally, I'm curious, what is your reaction? And also, have you seen anybody this coming weekend so far today who is cosplaying as any of your characters? And what's your reaction when you do see it?
Oh, I've saw a few guys today in amazing Wild Dog costumes, and to me, that's the highest form of compliment to the character, to me playing the characters. Anyone out there just deciding to say, hey, I'm gonna put this costume together and show up and wear it, and to me, it just makes me feel good inside. And so I want to thank those guys that I saw today rocking the Wild Dog costumes. You guys deserve the love. Hey, man, I see you. Hey, man. Because you rocked it, bro. I loved it. And so, you know.
Hey, man, that's a good costume, bro. I'm going to kill you later.
Anybody else in the crowd who's doing any cosplay of Prometheus, Mr. Terrific, or Wild Dog? Stand up. I want to see. Let these guys see him if there's anybody here who's doing it.
Yeah, even if you have an afro, that counts. Oh, yeah, I see a cosplay of me right there.
All right, let's get to some of the audience questions because there's a lot of people out there already waiting. Let's start over here on this side.
Hi, my question's for Josh. Are you planning on coming back to Broadway anytime soon? Please say yes.
You know, the stage is where I sharpened my teeth. You know, the stage is where I learned how to do this thing, and I'll always have the stage in my heart and my body. So for me right now, I'm getting to work on a couple things on screen, and when the right thing comes along, where they say, "Hey man, what you think about this?" I'm gonna say, "Yeah, baby." So I'm excited to get back and maybe do a nice play, do a musical, man. I love it. Just keeping things fresh, keep everyone guessing, you know. Maybe we'll do Arrow the musical and piss Steve off.
Oh.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I think he's already said a number of times he doesn't want that to happen. And if I don't want to misquote him, but I think he said before that if that ever did happen, he hopes to get killed off in the beginning so that he doesn't have to sing at all during it. What about you two? Would you guys ever? I don't know if you've ever done anything on stage at all, but would you do it? Because you've sung before in other shows that you've done.
These guys are also lyricists, by the way. They're writers, so you got to know that. They can both drop some nice tones on you. So.
I mean, you know, I try to do what I can do. You know, thank you for saying that. I would absolutely love one day to do a musical or anything on Broadway or off Broadway, whatever. Like, I just want to, honestly, just give me a job in New York and I'm like, all right, I'm there. Like, literally, I can work at Wendy's for like 3 weeks in New York and be like really happy because I love being out here so much. But I definitely want to get back to that. I cut my teeth in theater as well in Chicago, and you know, doing dramatic theater has always been an improv scene in LA, and you know, theater's always been my heart, and so I would love to have the opportunity to do that out here one day.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've done off-Broadway plays at the Harold Clermont Theater. I was really young. I was with a musical repertory company when I was young. So we sang, danced, and acted. We did, you know, stuff like that. So I would love to do that again. Now, I don't know about me singing. I'll leave that to my man Josh, because Josh has a beautiful voice. This man can sing, you know? So, yeah. But
Thanks,
yeah.
bro.
All right, let's go over to this side over here.
This question is really more for Rick and Echo. Do you see either of characters getting into any kind of relationship in upcoming seasons?
I hope the first relationship Curtis gets into is the relationship of being alive. That will be good. But if he does survive the island, I like him and Paul together. I really think they have really great chemistry together, and there's a lot of love there. But if that don't work out, it'd be cool to see Curtis hit the field up, go to a club here and there and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It'd be cool to see him date around.
I think that what we established in season 5 was the relationship with him and his daughter Zoe, and I think that I'm Renee. Got it. Okay. Yeah, it's working now. So yeah, I think in terms of relationships, I think we've established that it's the relationship between him and his daughter. So I think there's probably only room for us to explore that, that relationship, and which I think is a great relationship to see a father and a daughter kind of connect. So I'm hopeful if I survive, we'll see him be a dad. Well, who knows?
My plan is that I heard there was a rumor about a wedding, you feel me? So I want when Felicity's standing there and she takes off the veil, it's just me and I'm like, yeah, I'm back.
Thank you.
We'll go back over to this side over here.
All right, so Oliver's new team recently died, or so we think. In season 6, are we expecting him to go solo again, not do it at all, or get a new team?
Well,
He's like, can you guys get fired right now? Tell me what's happening. I mean, I definitely think in the new season, hopefully you'll see different parts of all those scenarios you just played out. Maybe you'll see Oliver struggling, trying to figure it out alone with the team, whatever's left of it, his mayoral duties and whatnot. I think they'll definitely touch on a lot of that stuff, but we really can't say much about the new season.
Nope.
But I definitely think there's room for all those things you said to be addressed, for sure.
All right, thanks. Over to the side.
How you doing? This question is for Rick. This is kind of a throwback when you were in The Rookie. Can you talk about when you were in it and if you had to do a lot of baseball activity for the movie?
yeah, wow, throwback Thursday. Yeah, man, I had so much fun working on that. We shot that in Austin, Texas. It was like 99 degrees in polyester baseball uniforms in the hot sun, playing nothing but baseball. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, man, and looking back on it, I'm really grateful for that time. I made some friends, and I learned a lot as an actor. I was new, I was green to a lot of things, and I saw how gracious and humble Dennis Quaid was as a leading actor in a film, and so I learned a lot from him, and I have a lot of moments that I treasure and I take from that film, and I appreciate that time. That was a great time for me. So I'm appreciative of The Rookie and everything that it was. So yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Was Old School before or after The Rookie?
It was after.
It was after. Okay, so you had already kind of broken in a little bit by the time Old School would come around.
Yep.
And after Coach Carter, too.
Yep. And then after Old School was Coach Carter.
Yeah, but then War of the Worlds was in there somewhere.
And then War of the Worlds was after that.
Okay.
Yeah, then after that you did Reaper, right?
And then I did Reaper. Yes.
Reaper. You have to know that every conversation that we have with Rick, I'm always like, hey man, remember in Old School when you were Spanish? He's like, yeah, man. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. So, remember Coach Carter, man, when you were playing basketball? That was awesome. He's like, yeah, man. I know, Josh. I know, man.
Biker Boys, yeah.
Rick, remember when you were in Biker Boys? That was awesome, man.
You was riding bikes, man.
I love this dude, man.
Yeah, Rick's been acting for as long as all of us have been
Forever,
alive.
son. Forever.
That's all right, Josh. I could bring up Sirens if I wanted to.
There he is.
You know what?
Boom.
In all fairness, I actually really liked Sirens. I thought that was a good show. So I'm just busting your stones a little bit. So, all right, let's take it over here to this side.
Hi. So, in seasons 4 and 5, you guys had a lot of crossovers like Supergirl, Flash, and DC Legends Tomorrow. So in season 6, should we expect any more crossovers?
Yes. Yeah, there's going to be like a 4-way crossover in season 6, and I can say that because publicity's already announced that. So, yes, 100% Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow will be crossing it over. So get ready for that, y'all. Get ready.
And it will be bigger than last year.
Man, going bigger than last year, that's a chore, but these writers are incredible, so I have no doubt they're going to outdo last year.
It's going big.
So, over to the side.
Hi, what's your favorite action scene that you fought? Because I think they're all really cool.
I think for me was the finale of season 5 where you saw Deathstroke and Diggle and myself all in one sequence in a shot. And I think it started with Diggle and then it ended with Deathstroke. And to me, that was just like the pinnacle of like mind blown, like, and you know, to be, because I was also in the action sequence, that kind of made me feel good. So, you know, had to shout that out. So, but yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Action sequence that I was in, it was probably, you know, when I took out Vigilante. Yeah. T-speared that dude in the head.
I don't remember that.
And then he was gone. He was gone. Oh! Hey!
I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen!
I just wanted to say, I don't know what's happening with this panel.
Hey, yes.
That's all.
Welcome.
I invited myself. Sorry. You need
Always
a little
invited.
female action up here.
Always
Yes.
invited.
An all-male panel.
Hey.
No. Sorry,
Welcome
I'm
to the
sorry
new
I
faces
crashed
of
your
Arrow,
panel,
Katie.
but- Oh yes. You guys continue. I just
Wait,
wanted to
actually,
make
no. The question was,
presence.
what's your favorite fight scene that you've shot?
Action
That was the
sequence.
question at hand. Action sequence.
Season 3, episode 13. Myself against Miss Katie Lotz. Sister fight. Oh yeah, the canary fight.
yeah.
It was awesome.
In the finale, one of my favorite action sequences was the canaries going at each other. That
Oh,
was
yes.
cool, and we were all talking about that for a long time. And it was like, oh, wait till that goes down.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
I'll leave you guys to it.
No.
I'll see you soon.
Bye, dude.
Stay.
See you
you.
later.
Woo! Katie Cassidy.
Yeah.
Where do you go from there? It's tough to follow.
I feel like that's it.
tough to
That's
follow.
the panel.
We were on that side, so let's take it over this side.
Hi guys. My question is, if you could, what Marvel character would you like to portray in a movie? JK, I'm just kidding. Hashtag stupid question.
Thank
Hashtag
God.
stupid question.
Hey man,
Yo, that
Jeff
was
John.
awesome.
Jeff John, he streams all these, man. Okay, you're getting us in trouble.
The question I really want to ask is, who is Vigilante? I know you guys can't tell me. My money is on Earth 2 Adrian Chase. My money's on Earth 2 Adrian Chase.
Whoa.
That's what I want. That's what we want. That's what we want. But my legit question, last season, there was an episode where Oliver was fighting Prometheus on a subway and he wounded him in the arm. And at the very end of the episode, we see Captain Lance has a wound on his arm and he finds a throwing star. And that was never really addressed for the rest of the season. So my question is, WTF?
Yeah. Lance was just drunk. He stumbled, he cut his arm, found that throwing star. No, it feels like that's something Prometheus set into place, right? Wouldn't you think that Prometheus set Lance up? I mean, because how else would a throwing star have gotten in there? I feel like that's Prometheus always being 10 steps ahead and playing the game that Oliver doesn't even know he's playing.
Thanks, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
Echo just saved me on that one, so appreciate that. Because I was about to say the same thing he did the first time, but he probably fell over or something like that. But I like the second answer better. So what happened was, you see Prometheus, he's 10 steps ahead, right? So he sliced his arm, right? And you seen Rick in Old School, right? He's Spanish.
He's
You feel me?
great. He's so Spanish in
You know,
it.
no.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I know when it comes to vigilante in the show too, I've talked to a couple of other people about this. I'm of the mind that I'd actually prefer it if vigilante is never revealed. I like that being a solid mystery throughout the run of the show. Because in all these shows, when you see these people that are masked, at some point by the end of the show, it's revealed who it is. I like that mystery being throughout, and I'd actually like it if, I wouldn't mind it if vigilante's never revealed who it is.
I agree, man. That's one thing that our writers have always done really well. I think they drop really cool Easter eggs along the way to make sure that the comic book fans are into it, that the Arrow fans are into it, and then those that just happen to jump on the Arrow train are into it. You know, you can be any type of level fandom. So when it comes to the vigilante character, I'm pretty excited to see what they do with it too, to be honest, you know, because I've loved that they've kind of just sporadically placed him in there, you know? He hasn't gotten saturated, you know?
Well, I know even when it comes to the vigilante character, comic book fans would know that Adrian Chase in the comic books is vigilante, so we were all led to believe for a while that that was the case, but then that smokescreen was thrown in front of us. You're revealed to be Prometheus, and now the question is, who the hell is vigilante? Reading the script, were you led to believe the same thing as the rest of us, that you possibly were going to be revealed as vigilante?
No, I knew early on. There was a week that I did not know that I was Prometheus. So when I first spoke, I'll tell you the story, it's quick. When I first spoke to our producers, we had a nice fun conversation about who I was going to play this season, and it was going to be this guy named Prometheus, and you know, their ideas, and we had a good conversation. Cool. I go to the comic book store, I get, no, it's a lie, I'm telling this out of order. So I have this conversation with them. A week later in the press, I see that I am playing Adrian Chase, Vigilante. So of course you believe everything in the news. So I was like, oh my God, I guess I'm playing this guy, Adrian Chase, Vigilante. Okay, so I go to the comic book store, I get all the Vigilante comics. I start doing all my, my research and all these things, and about 2 weeks before we get to Vancouver, I'm, talking to our bosses, and I'm like, yo, I've done so much research on Vigilante, you don't even know, man. I'm about to kill it. And they're like, why are you doing that? And I was like, because I'm about to kill it. And they're like, no, remember we talked to you. You're playing Prometheus. And I was like, I got it. So, yeah. So it was about a week where I was bragging to everyone that I knew that I was Vigilante.
All right, over to the side.
Hey guys, my question is, what's your favorite funny behind-the-scenes scene?
There was this scene where Rick, Madison, and I were working in at the beginning of last season, and like Oliver and Felicity's having this moment, so the camera isn't trained on us, it's like on them, but we're in the background. And we're in character, we're still in scene, and then Rick looks at Madison and I, and he's like, hey, yo, we're on a TV show, man. Like in character, and we're like, what? He's like, there's cameras all around us, man. And we're like, okay, Wild Dog, be easy, man. Like, chill out, But we like all stayed in character, but it was such a fun moment because it's like, that's Wild Dog. Like, that dude would totally be randomly like, we're all being filmed right now. So it was just such a fun, cool moment, and I remember we just laughed about that all season.
That was fun.
It was so great. Yeah.
We had so much fun that first leg of, I guess, everything leading up to Chad Coleman playing his character, Tobias Church. Because we all had to like train and get into this shape or whatever with the Green Arrow, and I just remember it almost felt like school, like just. Like we're all like just young kids in school, like recruits, just, oh, we're back in class again. Hey, what's up? All right, ready to flip on the floor? Sure. Yeah, man, it's just those moments I remember vividly, and they're fond memories because I had such fun connecting with you guys, man. So thank you for making season 5 amazing, man, because I appreciate y'all for what y'all brought to the table. It means a lot.
Thank you too, man.
What about you, Josh?
Oh. When I got to the show, I was really pumped about doing all my own stunts, okay? So I'm doing a scene with Paul Blackthorne, with Lance, and they're like, Josh, it's an explosion. Would you like Ryan, your stunt double? I was like, no, I got this. It's gonna be a little explosion. I got this. They set up the explosion. Me and Paul walk up to it. That thing was a giant explosion, okay? We literally are jumping back in the shot, and we're like escaping, blah, blah. And they call cut, and there's smoke everywhere. And it was truly like a scene out of a movie. Like, Paul's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." We have little burn holes in our shirt from the explosion. So, yeah. We had a lot of really good laughs that day. Laughs mixed with tears, you know.
Thank you.
Over here.
Hi, my question is for Josh. I think you're an amazing actor, and I think you play a great psychotic villain. So,
I'm not acting.
so my question is, if you were to pick any superhero to play, what would you pick and why?
Okay, I grew up a Batman fan, you know. And anybody that did watch Sirens, if you remember Billy thought Ben Affleck was gonna crush it, okay? And Josh also thinks that Ben Affleck crushed it. So I don't wanna step on anybody's toes because we love him, but I'm a huge Christian Bale fan. I love Ben. You know, like these guys that have kind of paved the way before, and I can even go further back, of course, the Michael Keatons of the world, you know, like these guys all did their own thing. So to be a part of that canon of actors, to take something that we've all seen done a few different ways, I would love to just kind of have my crack at it, you know? I would love to play in that world a little bit.
You'd be a dope Bruce Wayne.
Oh yeah, agreed.
You would kill that.
Or over here.
This is a question for all of you. If you were to choose any cast member to be stuck on a deserted island on, who would it be?
John Barrowman.
Barrowman, yeah. Do you know why? Because Barrowman already had the karaoke machine set up, the bar set up, and I don't know, an extra boat on that island, I'm sure.
Like,
He would already
there's
have it
people
set up.
coming in, he's making money, he's like ferrying people off. Yeah. You just feel safe and secure and like you'll always be entertained. So yeah, Barrowman.
So Barrowman across the board?
Yeah, probably. I think so. I'm going to take their advice.
If Rick was on the island with me, I'd be like, "Yo, you remember when you did Biker Boys?" Like, that movie was awesome. Remember The Rookie?
But Josh, we got to eat.
Rick makes a potato gun. It's like, I gotta get out
Josh,
of
we
here.
got to eat.
Yeah, we gotta eat, man. We gotta eat. All right, over to here.
First of all, my friends wanted me to ask what your opinions are on the dab.
Oh, the dab? Look at me dab?
Probably the most inventive dance move that I've ever seen. So I'm in love with it.
I feel like it's
fantastic.
too complicated. I don't know how to do that.
And what's your question?
My question is, if you could choose any other actor or actress to play your character on Arrow, who would it be?
Great
Dang.
question. Wow.
You trying to get us to get other actors to replace us? What type of question is this? You know, honestly, because everyone is always like, I like literally had a guy come up to me and was like, "Hey man, I love that movie you directed." And I was like, "What?" And he meant Richard Ayoade from the IT Crowd. So I would love to see him as Curtis. I think that'd be really cool to see Richard Ayoade kind of in this character. And I just lost a job. Damn it!
I would love. My favorite actor is Christian Bale. I would love to see him do anything. And the biggest compliment I would get is if people thought that there was resemblance along the way of American Psycho or Hannibal Lecter and, you know, those iconic movies. So to me, I would love to just see him kind of take a crack at it, you know, because I know that that would be perfection. And then I can go back in there and then try to replicate it, you know?
That's good. I don't know. I think when I think of someone, I think of John Leguizamo. Maybe him to play like an older wild dog, you know, in his late years, you know, with 2 bad knees. You know, just like, all right, fine, let's go fight. Yeah, Theo Wild Dog.
Thank you.
Over this side.
Hi. Hi, I think you're all awesome, but if you could bring any character from the DC Universe comics into the show, who would it be?
Batman. I would love for Batman to come on the Arrow.
Yeah.
He's like my favorite DC character, so I'm being very selfish in that regard. That would be pretty sweet. But I feel like he would probably come on Gotham first. No.
Yeah.
I feel like he would.
That might make sense. Let's see. Maybe Nightwing? Be kind of cool. I would love to see Nightwing fight Wild Dog. That would be cool.
I'm a Joker fan. I'd love to see Joker come cause a ruckus, you know?
Thank you.
And over here.
Hi. I'm going to feel like Josh right now, but do you remember when you were in Reaper? And you had that whole stripper clown thing? That was my favorite part of the entire series.
Thank you.
My real question is, with the Emmys on tomorrow, do you guys ever feel left out that the Academy kind of ignores this entire superhero genre?
I mean,
Yeah, I don't feel left out, but
I do. I do. I think it's some amazing storytelling. I think comic books have the best stories that are ever created. And the fact that the Academy won't acknowledge Arrow or shows like Walking Dead. I mean, thankfully they acknowledged Game of Thrones recently, but I feel like those are the storytelling in there. They're so amazing, and I think the Academy needs to, you know, give them a little bit more love for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, it's also hard to feel left out when we get to do things like this. And honestly, that's the truth. Like, you can't feel left out when you show up, and you guys show so much love to us. Awards are one thing, and they're very special, and they're fantastic. But to have a weekend like this, to us, it's the bomb.
Amen.
So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Yeah.
All right, we'll go over to the side.
Hi. This question is first for Rick and Josh. How did it feel to join like an already established cast? And then for Echo, how did it feel to finally join Team Arrow?
I think for me, you know, it was great. I mean, I've said it before, like Stephen, Emily, Paul, David, you know, that cast just really welcomed me, didn't make me feel like an outsider, made me feel comfortable to do what I did. Echo made me feel comfortable to do what I did, being a part of the team already. And so I was very grateful for that, and I felt safe in doing what I did as an actor for the character. And that means a lot to me as an actor, to feel safe in the environment, and they provided that, you know. And that's what I love about being on the show, and why I always look forward to going to work every day, because I feel the safety and I feel the friendship and camaraderie in terms of, you know, playing this character alongside them. And so we just have a lot of fun at it, and so that's what I love.
You know, when you're going into anything that's already, like any job that you start new, or going to a new school or a new grade even, you know, you always have those nerves just kind of kicking in at all times. So we had the benefit of having a few of us join at the same time, you know, and Echo had only been there the year before. So we kind of had been all along the same journey. We all were the new kid at some point. So like Rick said, the captains of our ship, they're the best. You feel me? Like, truly. They set the tone, they work hard, but more importantly, they make you feel like you're welcome and like you're appreciated for being there. So when you get that energy, all those butterflies, you can start using them for productive stuff, you know? You can put them into your character, and you can try to kind of figure how to wiggle your way into this beautiful machine that's already moving and shaking and well-oiled, you know? So it always starts with the captains of the ship, and on this show, the captains are the best.
For me, it was a nightmare. No, I was kidding. No, I was so, it was like a dream coming true to get to finally join Team Arrow, and to like piggyback on what they said. You know, when I first started on season 4, you know, I worked with Emily a ton, and she was just one of the most welcoming, down-to-earth, professional, hilarious souls I've ever met in my life, and she made me feel like I've been on the show the whole time, and you do really see that from every actor on the show. There's not a pretentious bone on set. You know, it's so amazing to get to work with people who are committed to the art, who love the art, who don't take it too serious too. They like to have fun and enjoy it too, you know. So that was really such an amazing feeling to walk onto that set and to feel like I had been there for so long, and to feel like they were all just regular people like I was. And to get to join Team Arrow, like I said, I have dreams since I was a kid to get to portray a superhero in any capacity in film or TV, and to get to do that, it was like a dream come true, and I'm still like pinching myself every day that I get to do that and work with such amazing people. So it was a really amazing experience.
All right, we'll go over to the side.
This question is for all of you. How do you guys prepare and get into character?
For everybody, it's different, you know, and I think that the best thing about being an actor is that you're always learning, and you're always figuring out how to get into character. You know, for certain characters, it's a little easier than others. So for Chase, you know, I think what was important for all of us is that if you know the Green Arrow, that dude is stacked, about 240 pounds of just muscle, okay? He runs faster than everybody and jumps higher than everybody. So when that's there, everyone has to go, okay, let's work out real hard. Let's make sure we're in shape. Let's try to be physical presences so that way when you're watching us on screen, we can all feel like we're carrying it along, you know? Like, one of the best things about this dude is that this dude will knock you out fast, okay? This dude right here, all right? Okay? Yeah, exactly. He'll knock you out fast, all right? So for that, you know, you want to work out hard, you want to do that, but then also when you're getting on set, then you start the mind work, right? You're starting to do all the research that you did, all the stuff that you did to prepare. You kind of put it all out of your head, and then you're just present, you know? And that's the number one rule in acting. You just listen. You listen and respond.
Yeah, I mean, I think to piggyback off what Josh said, I said it beautifully. There's different phases to how to prepare for the character. And, you know, I ultimately knew going into this that Wild Dog had to somewhat be formidable in order for him to be believable in terms of how is he going to be a part of Team Arrow and how can he be valuable in that way. So I always had in the back of my mind the physicality of him is so important because he's got to scream somebody who can handle himself in the field and be an asset to the team, all the while still being somewhat difficult to get along with outside of that world, you know? So it was important to find that. So, yeah, I mean, Josh said it beautifully. There's just so many phases to getting correct, you know, getting into the mindset of the characters. So, yeah, I mean, I think we all have different ways of doing that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they're really hitting it on the head, you know. For me, it's just in terms of what being present with the scene and what the scene calls for. You know, if it's a really emotional scene, sometimes listening to some, you know, dark emotional music can help me kind of feel like I'm in that vibe of where I need to get to, or, you know, it just really fluctuates from every scene depending on what that character's going through at that moment, kind of how you prepare to go into it. But I think it is a really thing about being present and ready for whatever moment that comes up.
And then, you know, sometimes working with amazing actors like these guys also helps, you know, in listening and responding, like Josh said, you know, like, you know, Echo's so comedically amazing, you know, that he carries the scene and he can just bring new takes, you know, and new choices every take. So then it informs me to what I do, you know. And so it really helps, you know. So these guys are also helpful in the preparation.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, I think we got time for one, maybe two more questions. So we'll go over to this side.
Hey, I have a feeling we're going to see you on TV one day, okay?
Yeah.
That's a good question over there.
Yep.
Hey guys, I got the pleasure of talking to Echo before, and it's really nice to talk to you guys too. You guys all have tons of acting experience, so how is working on a superhero TV show different?
This weekend is one of the differences for sure. Getting to be introduced to this world, you know, like Echo over there, I call him the comic Bible because that guy knows stuff, man. His brain is filled with knowledge about different characters in this universe, different versions of the comics that have come out. So that's one of the coolest things is that when we all of a sudden get to have this as our job, like we get to come to cons and get to hang out and get to go see vendors and see it's awesome. That's one of the coolest things about this job is that if you're a fan of it from the beginning, and all of a sudden they're going to tell you that you get to be one of these guys and you get to put a suit on, I get to throw ninja stars, and I get to play with swords, and I get to beat up a dude that would beat me up every time in real life, I'm going to take it,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, one of the biggest differences for me with being on this versus my other body of work is just you guys, the fans, like how committed and passionate they are about the material. It means so much, and getting to do these cons is like phenomenal. Like I want to do the cons for free. Like I just want to come and like check it out and check out art, and the fact that we are in a position to be on the other side of the table is like, like pinching myself. I feel so fortunate, but it's you guys, like being around like my people. Like I grew up getting beat up in grade school because I like comic books and video games and anime, and to be at a place where everyone feels that way, that has that love for the media that I've always loved since I was a kid, is just the biggest blessing of all, to get to be on a show where I get to connect more with people who feel like I do, because I think the best people in the world are the people who gravitate toward that material. Like I never feel like, oh man, it's about to go down at the con, somebody gonna fight, you know what I'm saying? Like I never feel like, I feel like everyone has such a good, genuine heart and such a love for the material, and you can tell a lot from a person, based on kind of things they love, and I just love being around you guys, so.
Yeah, man. I think if I feel the same way, I think if we can end on an important note, is like you guys are so important to the experience that we have as actors and being a part of this world, and the fact that we're able to come to a con and to connect with you and to meet with you and to see the work that we do on this show resonate and how that resonates in your life. I just want to say thank you personally for me. Thank you for just being here and expressing how the show means to you, and for us that it just means a lot, and so we're very thankful for that, and we're very thankful that we can share this show together, because I'm experiencing it from one end and you're experiencing it on the other side, and I think that's the special connection that we'll always have, in terms of loving this show Arrow and everything that it means. So again, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
On that note, I know we have to wrap things up, but Josh, real quick, pointing out your shirt that I pointed out backstage, that's what I was going to ask for before we got it. Come on, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. How about another round of applause for my guests, Echo Kellum, Rick Gonzalez, and Josh Segara.
Thank you.
I shouldn't do, but you dance, 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 and ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. Can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, 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 come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't be control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. 'Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop, stop, stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine, just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel a good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody I can't stop the, nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance.